Hello. Sorry I'm late. Hey everyone. How's it going? Oh, there. Oh, 1 second. Hello. Hi everyone. Yeah, sorry I'm late. Had to do some stuff before this, and yeah, had to do that before getting on. But how is everyone? Ooh, happy early birthday for Nova. Nova Actual. Yeah, happy birthday. Let me back read. What has been happening in chat? Ooh. And actually, 1 second, I have to share this. I forgot to share this on the Discord too. Yeah, notify. Because, for today, all the submissions that we got is actually from uh, our what's it called? Google Sheets. So if you want to be notified about that, the easiest way is through Discord, joining our Discord. Yeah. Uh, I'm gonna notify everybody that I'm here now, that I've started. Yeah, excited for Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's coming up. Hopefully, you guys have something fun planned for that. Oh, and by the way, since I started a bit late, we could end a little bit late. Yeah, there you go. Take a look at that as well. Baking events in Discord. Here we go. Let me see. I have two chats for some reason, so I'm trying to fix that. There, double chat. No more double chat. All right. So I guess I'll just officially start. I have everything set up. But again, everybody, welcome to the stream. Today is a special stream. I'm taking in submissions from our wonderful, wonderful audience, and I'll be finishing their art. Uh, there are 3 selections that I have. I think people earlier saw a glimpse of the first one. But there's three, so find out if you're a part of it. Yeah, hi Lycan. Nice to see you. Yeah, Lycan is in our Discord. So I see their stuff a lot. They're nice digital art. But yeah, before we begin, our mission at Wing Canvas is to make art education easily accessible. So join us for our free live streamed lessons every week. And we're not just a YouTube channel, we're an online school of illustration, uh, helping art nerds turn their passion into income. Yeah, if you're an art nerd too, be sure to join our Discord where you can find our notes and artworks from streams, as well as art challenges and other resources to help you improve your art. And I also want to personally thank our incredible patrons and YouTube members for supporting our mission. YouTube members can chat with our instructors and see video drafts before they're released. And Patreon members can level up their artwork with classes, Q&A, and live critiques and personal support like draw-overs from instructors. So yeah, there we go. Ooh, 90% sure I'm making a braided red and plain. Ooh, braided bread. That's so nice. Horizon broke. It's okay. Even if you can't support like financially, you're still supporting us by being here. It's fun. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Solarian. All right. So I'll just start since earlier you guys already saw the first submission. We have this one. This submission. This one's from Maple. Thanks for submitting, and I really wanted to finish this. Let me look at the note that she wrote actually. Where is it? There you go. What was her note? She said, I'm having a hard time figuring out how to texture him. And oh wait, no, this is not it. It's the other one. I didn't draw backgrounds for these. Let me see. Is this the one? Okay. My notes are kind of... Yeah, that was the one. I was reading it right. There. So for this submission, she didn't draw backgrounds for these because she's not really sure how to go about them. And she mostly struggles with lighting and texture, particularly when both of the feline characters are black and white. Yeah, so I could definitely help out with that. And again, thanks so much for submitting. Okay. So I will lock this so that it's always there. Or actually, put this on the side actually, so that we have our credit. Okay. So, it's nice that she submitted the whole file for this one. And this is a really well-rendered character. So I want to pick this. She actually put down like 3. So I picked this one because it'd be like a really good subject. And I think for this one, my big advice for anybody who wants to paint in this art style is to focus on the big shapes, you know, the big folds. And it's nice that she has these separated, because now I'm just gonna duplicate it. Or actually, yeah, it's already duplicated. Perfect. Okay, so starting now, I'll spend like 45 minutes on this. So yeah, I'll spend 45 minutes on each, what's it called? Each artwork. But yeah, so get cozy, everybody. That's so many layers. I know, use as many layers as you need, honestly. Yeah, and for this one, I'm kind of cleaning up this fold because I think it kind of doesn't make sense that there's like a big part here and then it gets smaller there. Alright, I'm gonna clean that up a little. So yeah, when it comes to something like the clothes, simplify it. Yeah, I always duplicate my layers and delete the ones I don't need. Yeah, pretty much. Or like I merge them together. Let's see. And to be honest, you know what? I'll just merge these together into one layer. There. We'll have it as a spare. And what I will say is that Maple did a really good job of of arranging her layers. It's all pretty orderly. Okay. And ooh, I've been forgetting to use layers and just do everything in one layer. That's fine too, honestly. But for me, even though technically I do use separate layers, I do it with the intention of like merging them. So, you know, each of them have their own like benefits. There you go. And actually, this is really important, the folds, because it really describes the shape of the body. So I think for this one, you know, you could tell that her arms are pretty big, pretty muscular, so I wanted to keep that. Like if you look at the original, like it's pretty rounded. But, you know, usually arms are big, but not that big. So I didn't want it to be like an intense change per se. So like if you look at this, the rhythm is like that for the body, or maybe like this. So for this one, I wanted to keep it more uniform, you know? Like it's still big. It's making the dress kind of round out a little bit. but I feel like the body would be like that. Ooh, if I didn't merge my layers, I know. My computer would like burst to flames if I don't get the layers right. Becomes a problem when I try to line art on the same layer. Oh yeah, at the very least, I'd keep that separate until I'm ready to merge it. There, there. And the technique that I want to share with everybody here is that you don't focus on like the tiny folds just yet. Like for example, this one on her back, I'd say these are like tiny folds. So I would not include those just yet until like the end. There we go. And this dress looks like it's form-fitting, so I wouldn't, what's it called? There. Pretty form-fitting, so I wouldn't put too many folds just yet. I'll give this a background as well, so get excited for that. We'll be talking about lighting. For traditional artists use layers too. True, yeah. Problem is accidentally doing line work. Yeah, I know. Honestly, there's like no big solution to that other than to just pay attention, really. It is what it is. You just have to pay attention to your layers. Or like having multiple files so that you can just go back to the old one. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like before, I really wanted Copics back in the day, but now I never got them, so they're not rotting away or anything. But it's so sad. It's not the same, you know, having like really pretty Copic markers. And here's a here's a technique about folds. It's to put the folds where they're being pulled or where there's tension. So for example, we have here, you know, her leg is like bending forward. So I'm gonna add like a little bit of tension like that. And then same thing with here, her back, you know. Actually, now that I look at it, excuse me, her back is probably bigger like this. Here. And there. Or actually like that. Okay. Change her proportions a little bit. Merge. Yeah, so maybe there and there. Ooh, yeah, for Valentine's. Yeah, oh hoo hoo, yeah, they're like the cheaper version compared to like Copics. Yeah, nostalgia. But you know, no matter how expensive those markers are, they won't beat the good smelling markers. You just take a sniff of the good markers from the Scholastic Book Fair. I never got any of those markers, to be honest. Ooh, and I think this part of the dress would not be visible. So let's see. Maybe a little bit, actually. Oops. Okay. What is this layer? Okay. Yeah, true. Yeah, get them secondhand. Hand-me-downs. No, do not lick this good smelling markers. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. Do schools still do scholastic book fairs? Cause like those are great. I'm trying to think. Yeah, scholastic book fairs are so good. Just making a list of the books you could get, all those spy books, and the Ripley's Believe It or Not books that nobody ever buys because of how expensive they are. I miss Scholastic, yeah. Or Hieronymo Stilton books. Shout out to Hieronymo Stilton. Those are the ones I liked back in the day. Ooh, Captain Underpants, yeah. The Flipporama is really good. Yeah, those are books. Those are books, Ghost. Book series. Okay. I'm trying to think of like how the folds would be. There. Yeah, hello. Okay, so for these clothes, they're pretty form-fitting, actually, so there wouldn't be too much, like, what's it called? Too much of these, like the folds that bulge a little bit for the clothing, I mean, for the fabric. So I'm trying to reduce that a little. Yeah. Oh, it's Canadian. Well, for me, actually, back in the Philippines, where I grew up, there were still scholastic book fairs. That's where I mostly had them. Yeah, they're pretty crazy. Okay, so... Ooh, hadn't heard of it before. Wow. Dang. But yeah, before I talk about more scholastic book fairs, I wanted to compliment this again. Like, Maple did a really good job of balancing the fur, you know, with shadows, because I feel like that's a big thing that a lot of people struggle with. It's like balancing the shadows with the dark patches of fur right here. So let's see. Okay, it's all in one layer. So what I would do is add like a little bit more, what's it called? A little bit more shadow. Like for example, maybe under here. Let's see. Just a little bit, and then I'll erase it. Just a touch. Like that. Lower the opacity. Just like here. So that we could distinguish it a little bit more. There you go. Here's like a comparison. It's very subtle, but it helps. And there, and there. Let's see. Yeah. Here. And what I really wanted to add for this one is a background. Because a lot of people think that a background, you know, you need to know 1 point perspective and stuff like that. But in reality, you know, you don't really need it to be fancy if you don't want it to be fancy. So for example, probably gonna add like, let's see, maybe like a curtain, like this. I'm gonna try to add something that matches the fancy vibe of this character. There. Ooh. A thrift store. There. And there. And then I wanted to add like a window. There. Just to... Let me try. I think. Kind of changed the vibe of it. But that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Sky. Welcome. There. And there. Okay, so now I'm gonna add like a night sky on the outside. Before I added in like the window grills and all that. Yeah, so you can see that the way I'm drawing the background, you see the curtain, it's kind of like complementing the shape, you know? So, you know the negative space? Or like her silhouette, it's kind of like this. So you see how the curtain's kind of like a puzzle piece because of how it's like going like that? It's not literally like fitting in, but, you know, it serves the same purpose. Then, trying to think of where I'll add the moon. Let me try that. So I'll just add like a placeholder. Here's kind of nice. There we go. There. Then, I'll probably add like a simple, just a simple window frame. There. I wonder how dark I can make it. Here is perfect. Yeah, so here's like another technique that I'm looking at when I'm looking at backgrounds like this that are like straight ahead. Because, yeah, the reason why I put the moon there is it's kind of like a nice silhouette. Like on here, I think it's too obvious, I guess, and like it doesn't fit well with the curtain. It doesn't make like a satisfying shape. So I put it a little bit here. Because what I'm doing is I'm looking at the overall shape. You know, I'm not just looking at like, oh, how do I make a moon? Or how do I texture the curtain? Right now, I'm looking at the drawing as a whole. And how I see it is like, oh, there's the curtain. There's the character. Like that. I guess I forgot to include the tail. And then a nice kind of like satisfying shape. You know, that's how I see it. And then I added the windowsill right here, like the window frame. And I intentionally put it there because you see the line? It's kind of like pointing at the wine glass, like that. And then kind of frames her a little bit. Yeah, subtle things like that go a long way. And then, probably add like something simple for now, like 3 silhouettes, 3 tops, the bottom. Yeah. Hi, G-Flame. Hello, hello. Wings are hard to draw? Well, we have Jessie's popular wing tutorial. I'm pretty sure she talks about bat wings in that one too. So, you're in luck. Just have to look at that. Check that out in our channel. There you go. And then, here's like the fun part. What's it called? I'll make it fit with the background. And I kind of want a low light situation. So I'll add like multiply right here to make it nice and blue. This curtain. Then for the character, I'll put you in a folder like that. So I'll just name it so people could keep track. And for the character, kind of like her where she's at right now. So I'll make a clipping layer and do the same thing, you know, to make her fit into the lighting. Let me close my window actually. Dang sunlight. Get out of here, sunlight. Okay, perfect. There we go. Maybe even darker actually. And then, this is my favorite part. I'll probably add like some low lighting coming from, what's it called? probably coming from like a lamp or something. So I'm using glow dodge with an orange tint. And it doesn't have to be glow dodge. I'm just using it because it brightens things up nicely. You could use overlay or hard light, all those other layers if you'd like. Just me personally, I like it better. Then I'll do the same for here. Iggy vampire confirmed. Oh yeah. Just as pretty as a vampire too. Right. And then I'll probably add like a subtle touch of moonlight, you know, like a little bit of blue on here. Here. Then some blue backlight, just a little bit on here. There, and then add some orange back. So yeah, here's a before and after. I'll probably make the shadow darker actually in between. Yank, yank. There we go. But yeah, like, and sometimes you gotta copy a little bit and use references before you jumpstart your own artwork, you know? Because it's essential to have like your visual library. There. And then eventually you'll be able to sort of launch yourself, you know? It's a good launching off point. There. And there. Yeah. And the nice thing about this is I'm not doing anything fancy. You know, it's just a multiply layer and a glow dodge layer. So here it is like in the dark. And then just with like a lighting situation. Also you could adjust it, you know, like make it less opaque and all that. Adjust the opacity. Yeah. Then here and there. Probably make the blue a little bit more vibrant. Yank. And blue and orange lighting is a classic, you know, you see it all the time. So maybe this lighting is like coming from maybe a lamp or like what's it called? A candle maybe? So that's why it's coming just from the left. So that's what I imagine. There. And there. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna detail the moon a little bit. Let's see. And then I'm gonna add... Maybe I'll look up reference of the moon. Full moon. Because I can never get like the texture of the moon in my head. I don't draw the moon very often. There we go. A chandelier? Maybe, but I think I wouldn't draw a chandelier here. I think I don't want to overcomplicate things too much. Just keep it simple for now. There. I want to focus on mainly lighting in this one. There we go. And then I'll add some like textures. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Lycan. See ya. Yeah, this is like a super moon, actually. Like, you can see every single detail, but, you know, artistic liberties. Let's take artistic liberties here. There. Majora's Moon. If it's Majora's Moon, let me try to draw it from memory. It's like... There you go. Here's the moon. And then has like red eyes, I'm pretty sure. There you go. Oh yeah. There. Smiley moon. Or it looked like a thwomp from Mario. Like those guys. There. And let's see. Got little patches. There we go. Okay. Perfect. And again, you can see that I'm making sure that I'm looking at the drawing as a whole. You know, I'm not zooming in just yet. Saving for last. You gotta be patient. Yeah, I'm a thwomp. You got me. There. I don't know, it's just so satisfying to make that. That's like the only thing they say. Their only voice line. There you go. There. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I won't put too much detail into it. There. To the moon. And then, let's see. Let me try adding some shadow. Maybe darker. Let me see how that'll look. Yeah, let me look up a reference again. Instead of a full moon. It's kind of sad, actually. I don't know my phases of the moon. I'm kind of washed in that regard. Waning gibbous. I didn't pay attention to that part in class, I think. There you go. Yeah, hi Gopher. Hello, hello. Howl on the moon. You know, chat, what do you guys think would happen if you put a werewolf on the moon? What do you think would happen? Because would they be a werewolf forever? What would happen? Or would they die because technically the moon reflects sunlight? Or they won't die. I don't think werewolves die to sunlight. Just turn back into a human. What would happen? Yeah. There you go. Which side would take over? There you go. Maybe here. Then I'll add maybe some darker stuff in the thing. The moon werewolves. And I'll probably add some like highlights on the trees. Where did I draw the trees? Okay, I kept them on the same layer. I'll just add like a really subtle highlight to their treetops. Maybe a little bit more green. There we go. There. And then I'll fix up the interior in a little bit. Because right now, you know, it doesn't feel like there's glass in between. So I'll add that in. Does the submission has to be digital? It doesn't have to be. So I don't exclusively pick digital. It's just that we have a big digital audience. So, and also sadly, you know, submissions have been closed. So I already picked out the ones that I'll be doing for what's it called? For the stream. But there's always next time, you know. Ooh, a super werewolf. Heck yeah. There. Okay. There we go. And then, I think behind this, behind the windowsill, I'm gonna add a multiply layer, just so we have like a little bit of shadow being cast by the curtain. Because, you know, even though glass is transparent, it's still a solid object. So I'll add like a little bit of shadow, and then I'll fix that. lower the opacity a little bit. That. And then I'll probably blur it actually with an airbrush. In there. Jumping werewolf. That'd be insane. Yeah. Imagine them pouncing on the moon. Alright. Werewolf. Okay, now probably gonna add a screen layer to make it look like glass. And then I'll make it kind of orangey a little bit. There. So just like a little bit of texture. There. So I'm making the glass a little bit like hazy feeling. So that, what's it called? You could feel that there is something in between there. So here's like before and after. Right? But I'm making it very subtle, you know? There. Let's see. Maybe I could lower the opacity a little. That's an old one. Desmond the Moon Bear. ASDF? Asduf? I don't know how people pronounce it. But I was an Asduf pronouncer. That one's an old internet era. There. Oh, and actually, this glow dodge, I'm gonna make the glass maybe a little bit brighter. Like that. There you go. Sees more light. Oops. Some gold. Yeah. I like trains. Right. Some classics. There's something on your face. It was pain. There we go. Some old references. There. In there. Okay. I'm gonna fix the curtain actually. It's kinda blank. Yeah, so for me, you know, something like the curtain, I don't really mind merging it all together. I haven't merged the character yet because of all the fur patterns. And there's no way I want to waste that effort merging it all together just yet. Until I'm sure. And there. But yeah, chat. You can see that this is like a relatively simple background. There's nothing much to it. There's not like... not the most technically impressive perspective drawing or anything, but it's still there, you know? It just complements the character. Since I know for a lot of you, the character is the main focus. So let's keep it at that, you know? Backgrounds don't have to be overwhelming or scary. They could just be flat on, like this one. As long as you like try to put something, you know? And then you'll get encouraged to try like different perspectives and all that. Get a new perspective. So there. And there. Yeah. But yeah, recently it came out yesterday. The Monster Hunter, what's it called? The beta. Oh my gosh. For the Monster Hunter players out there. It's so good. Monster Hunter Wilds. Any Monster Hunter gamers in chat? That's what I've been up to. Right? Yeah. I've been playing. It's really good. I'm gonna get it day one. Even though my PC... It's so sad. Like, that's like the first game my PC couldn't handle. So I'm playing it on, like, medium to low graphics. This is so sad. My PC is washed now. My 3060 can't handle Monster Hunter Wilds. Excuse me. Ooh. I kind of suck at backgrounds myself. Still learning how to navigate, Butter says. But yeah, that's fine, Butter. Take your time. But, don't let being sucky stop you at like trying backgrounds though. Don't let that stop you. Just do it. There you go. Yeah, just have fun with it. That's the point of drawing. You're supposed to have fun with it. There and there. Okay, I'm gonna add some here. Oh, and here's another, I guess, piece of advice. Is reason why I start off with multiply and glow dodge and all that. They pick the colors for me, and so I don't usually introduce new colors. I just color pick those colors, and then I paint them by using the color picker. So I got this one, and then I blend them myself. I don't really use those blending brushes. Like, you can, there's nothing wrong with it, but me personally, I just making it my own. There. Okay. So let's see, I can just about draw a character, but never know where to start with the backgrounds. I want to study them next. Yeah. As a ghost, the way I did it here is like a good start. Like, if you like drawing characters, just think of the background as a way to frame it, So like, look, I put the curtain like this, and then I put the moon to like highlight her face, like the back of her head technically. And then I drew this line striking through so that people would look at the wine glass. Because Maple did like a really good job with rendering that wine. Like, look at that. So yeah, it's like little things like that. It doesn't have to be one of a kind masterpiece on like your first try. Right? Probably add like oh, let's see. Stick them into the frame. Make it out of paint rather than wood. Yeah. Yep. And what Kevin said, like, I'm just looking at the simple shapes. I'm not looking at complicated stuff here. That's the name of the game. Just keep it simple. It's the KISS method, Keep it simple, silly, stinky. KISS. Keep it simple, stinky. There. Oh, actually, you know what? I think a nice way to make this a little bit moodier. Okay, let me close this layer for a little bit. I kind of want to make it snow. So let's see. I moved it by accident. Add some clouds, probably. Get on top of them. The moon. Kizg. Kizg isn't as catchy, sadly. Let me drink some water. Spade. I watch the moon let it from my moon. Can't stop thinking of you. So I'm gonna add some clouds, and I'm making it really subtle on the outside. Not putting too much detail, It's kind of foggy, kind of hazy. Because sadly, I don't have enough time to make a hyper detailed outdoor area. There we go. And then multiply. I'll probably make everything darker on the outside. Let it run my move. Can't stop thinking. So look at this. Here's the before and after. So I'm kind of making the empty parts a little bit darker. And there we go. Can't stop thinking of you. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, I'm reading a chat. Yeah, exactly what Joe said. Just the background is also a character. It's like a good way to think about it. So we have 7 minutes left on this artwork before I move on to the next one. Who could the next one be? Oh my gosh. Who could it be? So, you know, maybe... trying to see what it would look like in snow. So I'm gonna add some, like, little snow. You know what? Actually, I'll use a brush. What am I doing? Let's see. Yeah, there. Using like a spray brush. Just to add like maybe a little bit of a texture. There. Just to make the outside seem a lot more colder, you know? And then I'll blur it with like a filter. There you go. Some blurry snow. Like that. And I'll probably lower the opacity. But I don't want the snow to distract too much. And yeah. I'll save it. There you go. Well, actually, let's see. I'll add like another glow dodge. I want. So right now, oh oops. Honestly, my layer management's a little bit messy. But what I want to show here is what's it called? The method. That's what's more important right now. Is what to do, what the next steps are, instead of being organized and like cleaning it up. Because look at this. You know, I'm adding some detail on the outside. Actually, let me fix the folds real quick. What happened? Why is there like a big... Oh, I guess it's here, huh? Okay, let me fix this. I did not mean it to be like that. Okay, perfect. There. I might get rid of the blue here, actually. There. I watch the moon, let it run my mood, thinking of you. There. So you can see it's kind of like a push and pull. You know, you add some light, and then you take it away. Just so we could get the shape right. And there. Okay. Let's see what chat is saying. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so Mr. Bean fan, this is a submission from one of our audience members. So, this is the original. I think I'm pretty much done, more or less. Let me find it. And stop. Let me save my file so that I don't lose everything. Yank. Oh, oops. You too. So here is before and after. There you go. with like a little bit of change, you know, adding like a background. So before and after. You can see it's not like a complicated background. It's pretty head on, you know. There's no like foreshortening, there's no one point perspective or anything like that. Just plain old background. Here and there. Yeah, Tai Long, yeah, you're right. It's I don't know what they're called. Are they called snow leopards, I think? Yeah. But I didn't draw this, in case that's what you're asking. I'm just finishing the artwork for Maple. So giving her advice on the background and, you know, seeing the, what's it called? Seeing how to shade it. Oops. Yeah, so in about 2 minutes, I'm gonna try to finish this drawing up so we could move on to the next one. Okay, maybe this shouldn't be that dark. This part. Here. There you go. And then I'll probably gonna make you a touch darker. Okay. Snow leopards. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. There. Just a little bit. Like that. I'm gonna adjust the lighting. Oh, and one more important tip from here is that I'm not just relying on the airbrush. I'm using both hard and soft edges, you know? So it's not just all hazy. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah. So there you go. I think I'm happy with this. Sadly, because 45 minutes is up, you know? So again, check out Maple. You know, this is her credentials, her credits. So she's on Instagram, Blue Sky, Tumblr, and Discord. It's Maple Leaves Art. So check out more of her stuff. So thanks again for submitting and trusting me with finishing your work for this one. Let's go. What do you guys think? So again, this is before and then after. So before and after. So yeah. We cooked. We cooked, chat. Hi. Alright. Maybe I'll put it like side by side actually. So 1 second. Let me grab you. Nah, I'll do it after actually. Okay, so are you guys ready for the second artist? Who could it be? Oh my gosh. Drumroll please. It's ta-da! It's by Hulk Lover. So his Tumblr is Casual Comedy Enjoyer. So this one's a fun one. This one's gonna be a fun one because he said that he's having a hard time figuring out how to texture him and make him feel like wood and metal. So this is gonna be a fun one. Let's spend 45 minutes trying to make this little guy, make him feel like wood. So I think his name is Nim because he submitted like an artwork and the name of the file was his Nim. So yeah, thanks for submitting, Hulk Lover. So the artist stumped, yeah. But don't worry, he's got the chops to draw such a nice piece of art. Oh my back. Okay. It's a trick guy from Soul Reaver, or it's like a Mokujin. Yeah, Mokujin from. That's not from Soul Reaver. That's from Tekken. Yeah, Mokujin is from Tekken. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, knock on wood. Okay, so when it comes to shading and making things feel like they're the texture they're supposed to be, I like to think of the roughness of an object. Roughness. So this is a term that's used a lot in 3D modeling. So I'm just gonna use it in a 3D or in like a drawing context because let me draw some stuff. Because if something is really smooth, they're highly reflective. So that's the opposite of roughness, right? Smooth. So they're usually highly reflective. They got really bright lights, but also really dark shadows, like this. There. So let's say it's like reflecting Mokujin over there. So since it's highly reflective, it'll be like this, and then the light is very shiny, like that. Like that. Maybe I'll make this darker. There. Maybe a little bit of light at the bottom, because it's like bouncing off. So it's very chromy, If something is smooth, it reflects a lot of light, making the highlights very bright, but also the shadows very dark. But if something is rough, light kind of has a hard time reflecting off of it because there's so many like bumps, like invisible bumps that we don't see, even though it looks smooth. So it ends up looking kind of matte, like matte. So here, I'll do like kind of a rough object that barely reflects light. That and there. Ooh, let's see. Yeah. Ooh, let me see what chat is saying actually. Just gonna back read a little bit. Yeah, matte. There you go. So you could think of everything as like a range, in between this. Let me put. It's either rough or smooth or somewhere in between. There, doink, doink. So add that. Yeah. And I think wood, if you think of wood, it's not the shiniest material. So yeah. Kind of thinking actually. I want to ask chat for this one. I'll put up a poll. I want to ask what kind of lighting situation you guys want. What lighting situation? So are we like sunset? I won't add moonlit since I already did moonlit. Or what's it called? What's another like lighting situation that chat would like? Like evil lighting, I guess. Evil. Or what else? What else is like a vibe? Yeah, Emmy, that one, I think that one's too general. I'm thinking of like a mood, like sunset mood or romantic or you know what? I'll put romantic actually, since it is the season of love. Maybe Mokujin is your lover. maybe Nim, he's a cutie pie. Spooky fries. Oh my gosh. What else is like a good lighting situation? Yeah, I guess you know what? This is maybe snowy / cold lighting. There you go. I started the poll in chat. There you go. Yeah, I put up the poll. Evil. Everybody's voting for evil. There you go. But while I let that go, let that chat go ahead. Yeah, so I like the color choices that Hulk put down here, Hulk Lover. It's not like on the edges right here, because I always discourage artists from starting with these ones, because these colors are uncontestable. They're hard to complement is like a good word. So what I mean by that is say like, if you have like a color like this, if you want it to be more vibrant, you have to go darker. So that's like your only choice. But on the other hand, if you started on here, you could get more vibrant colors on the right side if you needed it. So it leaves less space to complement if you start on like the edges. And the same goes for like square color wheel here. Yeah. I wanted romantic. Oh no. I mean, maybe we could mix both. Maybe we could make it evil romantic. There you go. Yeah. Wow, sunset and romantic are kind of tied. Wow. Yeah, I'll give it like a few more seconds and then I'll probably end the poll. Yeah, you know what? Oh, actually, you know what? It's getting kind of close actually. Romantic and evil. Maybe I'll leave it a little bit longer. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably add some textures on them. So like, instead of him being smooth, probably gonna make him like all tree barky. And so like, yeah, personally, like with this color choice, I would start a little bit brighter, but that's just me. There's nothing wrong with the way Hulk Clover did it. But I like to go from light to dark, so I'll probably do this actually. I'll make hue saturation. I'll brighten them up a little bit, like that. Yeah, I think just brighten them up a little. We're so back. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I kind of waited a little bit. Because maybe I'll give it one more minute. We are so back. Okay. So. Yank, yank. There you go. So now I will. What's it called? Yeah, maybe I'll add like just a touch of texture. Yank. Maybe too saturated. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna end it here. There you go. End the poll. So there you go. Romance wins in the end. How poetic. Okay, so I guess since romance won, what I'll do is like I'll kind of add like a little bit of pink to it. So, rose tinted glasses and all that. So I'm using overlay right here just to make everything have like a pink tint to it. Like very subtle though, not like this, very overt. Just a little bit of pink. Then I'll merge it together. There you go. And then kind of make Actually, what I'll do is I'll probably add like the major shadows first. So probably have the light coming from like the top right, just so it complements the shape right. Ooh, Mr. Half said you're animating. Oh yeah, weren't you animating like your character last time you were on stream? You were like animating your OC. I remember that. Like I think the emotion was embarrassment, if I remember right. I don't remember. I hope I'm remembering right. There. Yeah, there you go. I still remember. There. Oh, and actually, for the head, I think the neck needs to be a little bit longer, because technically the head is kind of clipping. There. So I'll raise it up a little bit. There. Then make a layer underneath to clean it up. Yank, yank, yank. There. And merge. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Mr. Half said, I'm trying to remember like this one YouTuber I really like. She animates Link and Zelda, and it's really cute. There's one where Link is at soccer practice and he's like texting with Zelda. I think you should look that up. That one's a really good, really good animation. I forgot what her name was, but I feel like it would fit those vibes that you're going for if you want inspo. I think it's Char. Yeah, I think you're right. Let me look it up. Yeah, let me check it. Char, Link and Zelda anime. It is by Char. Yeah, it's exactly that one that I'm thinking of. So try looking that up. Mr. Half said it's really cute. I think it's called Texting. That's the title of the animation. Yeah, it's really sweet. There you go. Okay. So, oh, yeah, very much so. Yeah, have that on your playlist. It's very good. It's very cute. There. Then, I guess this one wouldn't be like too lighting heavy. So I'm just making some parts that would be dark, slightly darker. Like for example, under the neck, right here. And then maybe behind the thing here. Yeah, you can see with the way I'm shading this character, I'm making him feel a lot more rounded because I'm shading it in a rounded way. Okay? Let's see actually if this is worth like adding. There. Nah, it's not worth adding. Because sometimes, you can go for accuracy. 'Cause technically, there would be a shadow being cast by the nose like that. Maybe just subtle, I'll imply it. But it doesn't look as nice. IMO. There. And there. So yeah. And then I'll do it here. Yeah, sometimes clarity triumphs. Just take artistic liberty, It's just like how, what's it called? In platforming games, they always have a shadow beneath you. Like, in platforming games, they always have like a little shadow like this. Every time you jump, it kind of helps you estimate the distance. But in reality, they have to add that because in real lighting, that would not happen. In most lighting situations, that wouldn't happen. They just add that as like a gameplay thing to help you out. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of the same thing in that sense. We're adding some, what's it called? Or we're getting rid of some shadows to make it more appealing in a way. There. Okay, so now I started off with the dark shadows. Now I'm going darker. Right there. Right, right there. And maybe I'll go darker here. There we go. Okay, let's see. There. So right now, it doesn't look like I'm doing too much just yet, but that's okay. Gotta take our time. Take it slow. There. Because the next part is the fun part, you know? So for metal, you know, like I said earlier, this one's a little bit more reflective, so for the shadows, I'm gonna make it a lot darker. There. Probably make it darker. Okay, maybe, okay, oop, not that dark. Maybe this dark is fine. Yeah. Oh, dual wielding streams, let's go. You got the the Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay. You got like 2 streams on like 2 different monitors. The FNAF gaming. There you go. Okay, there. And then the wrench. Yeah, so notice how everything has like a slight pinkish tint, you know, to make it feel a lot more romantic. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's nice that you're there for them on the stream. There. Yeah, I think this is the nice thing about these this size of streams, you know, because usually you see hundreds or thousands in a stream, but kind of hard to talk to chat sometimes with that. But with something like this, it's a lot more easy to talk to the audience. There. Yeah, probably just like leave that and that. Yeah, you can see that I'm kind of giving shape to these metal joints to that. There you go. Yeah, I know. Potato PC. It does take a lot of dedicated wham, so gotta beef up your PC a little bit for the dedicated wham. Okay, so here's the before and after. You know, before and after. Now I'm gonna merge it. There. Then, here comes the fun part. Kind of make him... I'm gonna add the textures now. There. And there. Okay. So for me, you know, I could go for like smooth wood. Technically. Trying to think. Maybe I kind of want to make him a little bit barky. You know, like... Not like rough, but... with like unrefined wood, sorta. It's not like the plain, really smooth wood. There. I'm gonna add the edges. Right? There. There you go. I'm trying to think of like, this is the texture I want. Yeah, this is fine. Then, gonna add like little, what's it called? Make it look like there was a crater, sorta. Like they punched a hole through it. There. And there. Perfect. Let's see. Oh, just finished a charcoal drawing. Nice. Yeah, charcoal is pretty nice with like its values. I think it's my favorite to shade with. Maybe a little bit darker, like that. Hey, you know what? What am I doing actually? Technically, I could color pick the line art. Yeah, so right now I'm kind of just defining the shape of it, you know? So making some like textures so that it's not just a plain surface. And also, I noticed that Hulk Lover used a probably like some tools, like the shape tools. It's fine, you know, it's all good. And what I would recommend actually is to add a little bit of an imperfection to it. For example, maybe instead of it being smooth like this, I'll like curve out the edge a little bit, like that. Because making it feel imperfect really adds a lot. So maybe I'll add some like bumps. That. Make it feel a lot less like a smooth piece of wood. Right. Or maybe, I'm trying to think. Yeah, you know what? It just fits the log aesthetic. I think if we were going for like a smoother look for the body, I think it would work though. Like this smooth, what's it called? Surface. There. And there. There, so it doesn't have to be just bumps, you know, you could add like little indents like that and that. Yeah, look at that. He's a lot more bumpy. There, a lot less smooth. Then maybe there's like a chip right here, like a chip in the wood. So this is another technique that I like. There. Then, look at that. Maybe not that dark actually, maybe, yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it adds character for sure. There. There we go. Let's see. Oh, oops. Gotta check on something real quick. Let's see. I want to do big stretch. Oh, my shoulders. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been going to the gym pretty consistently recently. I think you guys should too. When you guys have the chance, you know, stay healthy. Because honestly, I think I spend a lot of time just sitting on my chair, you know, and as good as it is to practice and like draw all day, it's still important to move around, you know, even if you just take a walk, you know, or go to the gym. It's better to draw like longer in your life, you know, last longer instead of having pains and stuff in the future. Because sadly, it will hit you like a truck. It'll hit you like a truck if you don't take care of yourself. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, and maybe there are like some introverts too who are like, oh, I don't know if I should go to the gym, but everybody's pretty nice in the gym. You know, they're like just doing their own thing, just vibing. So yeah, it's really, people are just willing to help. They're just there to do their workout and then banana split. you know? I don't have to worry about the other people in the gym. There. It's pretty fun. There you go. And before I continue yapping about that, actually, so right now, I kind of imagine that like this part is jutting out. It's kind of like a cone, you know? So like, you know, like this maybe from the side. That's how I imagine it. Because technically, before, it looks kind of flat, you know? Like, it looks like it could be a flat surface. So, I kind of described it with shading. That like it's rounded. And like it's getting smaller at on the tip. Yeah, little subtle things like that. And for this one, I'm really zoomed in actually, compared to the last one. I'm not really too zoomed in. Okay. 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 And I'm gonna keep it subtle, honestly. Here. And there. Yay. Look at that. So, it's starting to come together, you know? And then I'll add some nice lighting. Oh, and here's another tip for everybody. Edge highlights are my favorite thing in the world. Like, I think it's a concept artist classic, you know, like to highlight edges. So you can see here, you know, I'm highlighting the edge, boop, highlighting the edge like that. And it's not exclusive to shiny things, you know, so watch this. I'm gonna do it for wood. You guys are not ready for this. It's just so satisfying to do. So like, maybe I'm gonna decide the lighting color first. So look at this. Imagine this is like the edge. So oh my gosh, look at that. And I'm gonna make it subtle because again, wood isn't very shiny, you know, doesn't reflect light too much. Look at that. It makes it feel so much more 3D by like adding those edges. Wow. There. Then you. Just like that. And the same thing here. You know, I'll add it on there. And just like that. That's why I love painting. Like, I love digital painting for that. There. And there. And actually, oh my gosh. I think I overdid it. I have 15 minutes for this artwork. Okay, so I'm gonna add this here. I'm gonna make these darker. Then let's see. There. I'll probably add like a little bump. Yeah, and you can see that describing the shape can also be in the way you shadow. Yeah, so I didn't shade like a straight line like this, so I'm adding little bumps as well on there. It's the same way that like if you want to shade to make something look furry, so watch this. You know, maybe I'll make him like furry for a little bit. You just add that. Look at that. Now he looks like he has fur on him, like that. But if you want him to look kind of rigid, you know, it's a hard. I'm adding like a hard shadow like this, making it like a little bit bumpy. I'll add like, there you go. Adding some edge highlights. Concept art classic. There. Then let me see. Actually, if he has. Oh, and again, I'm not introducing new colors like at all. I'm just using the colors here. I'm just color picking. So try to do that less. Like you can introduce new colors midway, but it gets kind of complicated if you do. So there. Again, this is the method. You use multiply and other layers to light your artwork, and then once you figure it out, you just color pick those colors because the layer did the thinking for you. It's picked out those colors and try to stick by them so that it's more consistent. Right there. Actually, maybe. So watch this. This is another satisfying thing. Maybe like a little scratch right there. And guess what? Edge lighting. Boom. Boom. Make it feel more. Make it feel more deep, I guess, like that gash. There. And there. It's very subtle. So I wanted to go for like a different approach for this one. Ooh, Splatoon? I know, right? I think for fashion, I've been playing Infinity Nikki. I don't know if they're like Infinity Nikki gamers in chat, but it's really good as well. You guys should look into it. It's really fun. That's like my gacha game that I play on the regular. Lots of fashion inspo in that game. There. Yeah, and Infinity Nikki, you could be like goofy, you could be hot, you could be cool. Like so much fashion choices. Yeah. And also, it's really funny because it's like this really cozy game. It's really cutesy, but the lore is like Elden Ring level. Like, if you look up Infinity Nikki, it's like really cute, but the plot is that, the gods have left them. Oh my gosh. And now Nikki has to go through Mirrorland and collect the miracle outfits to and to collect the miracle outfits, she has to experience the world and see the people living in Mirrorland so that she could save the world. Classic stuff. But yeah, it always gets me when they're like, yeah, the gods left us, but we still make clothes. You do it for the fashion. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Like Kirby, yeah. I guess that's a good comparison, actually. That's a really good comparison. There. Exploring fantasize. Pick an outfit for this ride. Trying out all styles. Yeah, Warframe, that's another one. Yeah, Fashion Frame. I hear a lot about that. I've never played it. My friends do, but I've never got into it. But Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter also has pretty good drip. Pretty drippy. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Miku. It's sad. I never had a Miku phase growing up. But it's never too late. I should get into that. Because I only know like a handful of Miku songs. Oh yeah. Lots of goofy drip, especially in Elden Ring for sure. And some cool drip. Yeah, my favorite in Elden Ring is the Malekith set. I haven't played the DLC yet. I'll get to it. But the Malekith set's probably my go-to. It's very, very good. My favorite. Thinking me, cool, me, cool, me, thinking me, cool, me, cool, me. So catchy, that song. I know. It's really funny too, Mr. Half said, because the jar lore goes kind of hard. It's pretty dark. Do not mess around with the jars. Like Alexander, oh my gosh. Alexander, my goat. Okay, so let's see. Gonna texture the legs a little bit. Here. I know. Yeah, those are my favorite characters in Elden Ring. We got Blythe, we got Alexander, we got Ranny. Trying to think of who else I like. It's been a while since I played that game too. 5 million years ago. But those are like the standoff parts. I guess I like Radon. You know, I like his little horse Leonard. It's really cute. There you go. I know. There we go. Let's see. Okay, I got 5 minutes to polish this this one before we take a look at the last submission that I took in. So look forward to that. Okay. Thinking me, me, yeah, so maybe maybe the body is kind of like lumber, but then the arms are the smooth out pieces of wood. I think that's like a good compromise. So we have a nice variety of wood and texture. There. And there. So again, edge highlights. Wow. Look at that. And I think I will adjust you. You're a little bit crooked. There you go. Close enough. Well, technically. Actually. There we go. Yay. Yeah. I know, and it's really funny to me that Radon, this big burly man, you know, he's like a great warrior. He went to college to learn gravity magic so that he could keep riding his horse. Like, that's so cute. I think it's really funny. Like, you could see that in his item description in Elden Ring. The man learned gravity magic to keep riding his horse. There you go. Yeah, so you can see with, I guess, going back a little bit to our drawing. This time, I wanted to go overboard with rendering. You know, like this. Like, texturing. And it's pretty much just the stuff I talked about. It's just edge highlights and thinking about the roughness of like an object. So, you know, we got some shiny metal. We got some pretty, what's it called? Unrefined wood. You know, unrefined kind of log texture. Let's see. Okay, and 3 minutes. It's so funny. Let's see, actually. There you go. Isn't this like so romantic? The lighting is so romantic. Wow. And then add some green. Here. Yeah. Hi Lotus, welcome. There. Okay, in 2 minutes. Okay. What do I work on for this? But yeah, what do you guys think? I want to know what chat thinks of the shiny woodman. Shiny, I think his name is Nim. So I guess I'll put like the before on the side. You know. Oh, there. Actually, I think I'm gonna change that shout on the side of his head just a little bit. Okay. And then I'll probably just add some like quick, what's it called? Quick shadows probably. There. Add one right here. Make it a little darker. There. Right here. Make it a lot darker. So yeah, I mainly focused on the body and the head, since I know that's where people are gonna focus anyway. So here, here, and let's see, glow dodge. I will add glow dodge on top, and then some pink lighting with the airbrush. Look at that! Wow. So I won't go like hot white like this, because again, wood isn't very glowy. Before the metal, I will. So there. Very shiny. But I'll tone it down a little bit. Okay. There, I'm gonna tone it down now. Okay. There. And I kind of want to add something real quick here. This is the last thing I will add on this. Maybe just like as a nice bonus. There. There. So here's another thing. This is the last thing that I'll add. Maybe make it slightly deeper. Wow. Because look, I'm gonna add, again, to make it feel organic, I'm gonna add an edge highlight on there. Wow. Look at that. And then maybe I'll make it kinda scratchy. There. There you go. And then maybe it's not that deep. There. Look at that. Like a nice subtle what's it called? Nice subtle hard carving. And I made it imperfect, you know, to make it feel nice and organic. Wow. Happy Valentine's Day. Amazing. There you go. So you can see that it's not really rocket science. It's just a little bit of just elbow grease. Just have to add in the edge highlights. Remember the roughness. But yeah, thanks again, Hulk Lover, for submitting. And if you want to see more of his work, it's under Casual Comedy Enjoyer and Tumblr. So yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of Nim? Thoughts? Concerns? But don't worry. It's not that he has a hole in his heart. He's fine. He just has like a little heart carving. Yeah. It's a little babu. There you go. But yeah. So again, for the people who just came in, you know, this is like the first artwork that we did. So here's the before. This is by Maple, by the way. Right here. Here's her credentials. her credits. I keep saying credentials. It's like a totally different thing. But this is before, and then this is after. Here you go. Wow. And then now with this one, I wanted to go overboard. I got before, and I got after. Wow. If only. Yeah, you know what? I kind of wanted to add more, but you know, I gotta move on. The final submission. So who could it be? Oh my gosh, this is the final submission. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, think. Wow. So here is the final submission. This one is by Rain Becca. So her YouTube is Rain Becca Bean. If you want to check it out, that's her credits. So thank you so much. Thanks for submitting and trusting me with this artwork. And what she said was she lost motivation, so take creative liberty. Would like help on finishing the face, adding texture, shadow, and lighting, and creating a background. I can't do backgrounds very well. Okay, so I can do that for sure. There. Yeah, I know, right? I really love the rainbow colors and like the flower crown. It's very vibrant. So like with these two, you know, it's pretty neutral. And this one was pretty, what's it called? There's not much lighting to it. So this one's pretty vibrant. So that's why I picked this one. But also, wait, let me see. I'm gonna BRB real quick because I wanna go to the bathroom. Okay, so I'll be right back real quick. Hello, I'm back, chat. There you go, I'm back. Oh, and also, since I'm muted, audio check. Is my audio good? Ooh, what did I miss too? Ooh, snack break. Yeah. I mean, you guys could eat, and okay, you guys could always eat my streams. Audio's good? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's another thing I never understood. Well, I kind of understand, to be honest, but I think it's so sad when classes don't let students eat. Like, I kind of get it, you know, it's a little bit distracting if it's like, you know, like freshly cooked food and like it smells, but I think I'd rather deal with that than like a starving child in my class. I don't know. Here. Think. There. Because technically it does depend, you know, like sometimes, why didn't you eat? Why didn't you eat in lunchtime? But at the same time, it's kind of sad. Are you starving? There. There. Oh, oops. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so first off, she sent a PNG. So I'm gonna try to cut these into different layers so that it makes life easier for me. There, so I'm gonna keep the wings on a separate layer. There. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep her art style. You know, I'm gonna fix the anatomy a little bit, but I'm still gonna keep that art style overall. So there. Yeah. College. Some cool leg. Oh, oops. Cut you. There. And then include. Here, cut. Paste. There we go. Yeah. They might make a mess. True. Okay, so the first thing I would do is adjust the joints a little bit, because when you're drawing, when you're drawing any character, make sure that you know the proportions are right from the very start, so that we don't have to do this part. Because right now I'm in like repair mode, I'm in kind of check mode. So if I look here, like right there, let me check. Give you a piece of advice, because you can see that's her neck, and then that's her shoulders. So the only way that would make sense is if it were like this. You can see the top of the shoulders. It makes sense if it were like kind of this angle, But at the moment, it looks like it's a frontal view, So like there's not much perspective happening. Pretty front view. So I'm just gonna draw like a stick version of how I think the body should be. Okay, so I'll keep her long torso, kind of like that, and then there, and there. Then, yeah, I think the elbow joints is what needs a little bit of adjusting, because again, this is the biggest piece of advice that I give everybody, is to try to do the pose yourself. And I think having your elbow bend like this is kind of hard. Let me see. Yeah, you don't see it, but right now I'm like trying it out. Let me try something. Maybe I'll erase you. If this makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, but let me try this. Yeah. It still makes sense technically. There. So I'll keep that. Then for you, I see what they're going for. Excuse me. Then the hand. Like that. Okay. So far, like the proportions just need a little bit of adjusting. Like a lot of her stuff is in the right place. It just needs a little bit of touching up. So for example, with you, with the head, I'm gonna keep it on a separate layer probably. Here. Cut, paste. Okay, so first off, I want to make the head a little bit bigger as well. So let me see. You have to match it. Then you gonna raise the neck a little bit. Okay, this time. Just so people can see what I'm working on. There. Then I'll make a new layer right below. Like this. Just to give a little bit of space to her neck. then I merge it. Yoink. Okay. And then now I adjust your arms. Oh, oops. Yeah. Yoink. There. Or maybe, actually what I could do is cut and then place it under here. So watch this. There you go. I can just easily adjust it without clipping through. Hi! Hi, Tardy. Welcome, welcome. Yoink. There we go. Then, oh, actually, you know what? I should have merged this all together so that we have a before and after. Well, let me fix that actually before I start cutting. There. There we go. Yay. And you. Did I draw? Okay, yeah. So. There. There. You. And there. Okay. Then adjusting the arms a little bit. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of these clothing folds as well, because they could talk about clothing folds. There. Yeah, I want to do a vibe check on chat. What are you guys up to? How we feel it so far? Because it's been a long stream, and you guys have been sitting through it all. It's very nice. I think reading, yeah, reading, having this on the side sounds pretty nice. Yeah, it's been a while since I read like an actual book, to be honest. I've only been reading manga, to be honest. I think some catching up on One Piece, but pretty sure. I gotta think. Yeah, I think that's like the only manga I'm catching up to right now. Ooh, Books by James Gurney. I've never heard of that book. Yeah. I'm gonna adjust her chest a little bit here. There. Or actually, not that much. Ooh, Full Metal? I've never read it, but I've only watched it. I've watched Full Metal in its entirety like twice. Right? Yeah. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. It does, for sure. Like, I think her name is Hiromu Arakawa, right? The mangaka? She is really cool. I also like her little, what's it called? Her mangaka icon. She draws like a cow. That's her little icon. I haven't watched 2003. I haven't watched Full Metal 2003, sadly. But I know it's good. A lot of people like it still. Yeah. Like, for Oda, he has like a fish head. That's how he draws his avatar. And then I think it's Gege for Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't read Jujutsu Kaisen or watch. He has like the cat icon, I'm pretty sure. Then Kira Toriyama, he has the gas mask guy. Okay. There we go. And I think I'm gonna widen the face just a little bit. That. And there. For here, you can see instead of like drawing new parts, I'm just extending the wings to cover the gaps. True. Yeah, let us know, chat. Is there any stuff you guys want specific? Because I do like these, honestly, the interactive ones where people submit. There you go. Okay, so ideally, when you draw characters, draw the face before the or the hair or anything, because it's really hard to keep proportions right when there's stuff in the way. So like the hair, and the hair should complement the face. So I'll probably draw something that matches like the cutesy vibe. So anime. Let me see. Yeah, so the way you submit your artwork, Ghost, is we have some Google Sheets that we post, or Google Forms, I should say, and we share them on our YouTube channel. So, YouTube channel and our Discord. So, sub to our YouTube channel and follow our Discord. Jump in there so that you can get notified. So do the head shape, then the basic face, starting with the nose, and go from there. Yep, Mr. Half said you read my mind. I do the same thing. I just wanted to start off with the eyes for this one. Good piece of advice. There. Yeah, so the reason why it's nice to start off with the nose is because it's very... it's in the middle of the face, middle part. So it's a nice way to gauge the distance. There we go. I'm gonna make her eyes smile. Look at that. Nice smiley eyes. Because I think that's like a part that a lot of people forget. The eyes can also smile. It's how we kind of greeted each other back in the big C when everybody's wearing masks. There. And then maybe like a little smile. Maybe I can adjust her mouth a little bit. I'm zooming out a little bit to check. Okay, there. Then bring back the... Where the heck is the head? Let me see. Actually, what if I... Maybe I'll just lower this. And then I'll transform. Just to make the face a little bit bigger. Accommodate for the face. There. And there. Okay, don't need you. Let me see what this looks like. I guess her hair needs to be a little bit bigger, huh? I can adjust that. Yeah, so you could see that for this one, there's a lot of cutting involved. Like I'm selecting it and then making stuff like bigger and smaller. Ideally, you just draw everything and make sure that everything is right in the beginning, so that you don't have to worry about using transform and liquefy to adjust stuff. But sometimes it is what it is, you know? Like, I really want to help Brain Becca with her artwork. Because honestly, it's pretty good. You know, I just need a little bit of time. And I think she could totally just go back to it and adjust it. No, actually, a little bit more. Ooh. Have you ever played dress-up games? I only played Infinity Nikki and like the off like Flash games back in the day. Like, it's really funny. While I was at the gym, I've been listening to like YouTube videos talking about it, like the older Nikki games, like Love Nikki and Shining Nikki, like the past ones before the most current one, Infinity Nikki. Right. Let's see. Yay. Trying to see if like, okay, maybe I could adjust the head a little bit. There. There, that looks more natural. There we go. Oh, it's Rainbecca. Yo, artist in chat. Rainbecca, hello. Hey. I love your artwork, so yo, best for last. I mean, everyone like did a good job of like sharing their art, but look at that. Look, this is your artwork. I wanted to help you finish it, cause not gonna lie, it's a banger. And I don't know why you didn't finish it. So there you go. It just needed a little bit of elbow grease. There. Artist in chat. Everybody say, what do you say? Nice work. You know, just, I guess something simple. Yeah, it's very nice artwork. There. There we go. Artist in chat. Maybe I'll use like a darker thing here. But yeah, Rainbecca, you could like watch the VOD back, because I gave some advice. And I probably won't repeat them because it's recorded. You know, I don't want to say the same thing. But great work, you know. There. let's see. Hmm. Checking the... I think the elbow needs a little bit of adjusting for me. You. Oh, oops. I thought this is the selection tool, so I was like, whoa, whoa. I think that's kind of the funny part about playing with Liquify. Liquify is so funny to play with. If your software has it, please play with it. It's so funny. Okay, and then you. And then you. Yank, yank, yank. There. And actually, select you. It freaking sucks. I don't think so. I mean, I think about that a lot in the beginning, but I see the potential. Okay, I see the potential. That's why I want to work with you in this artwork. Yoink. I understand it now. I understand the vision. So I want to help you. Yoink. Now where's the wings? There. What time is it actually? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess for this one, I'm really spending a lot of time on the anatomy because it is pretty important. So I guess it's worth going over. Yeah. Join to see. I know. Here, look at this. Another funny thing I like doing with Liquify is, hold on actually. I'll merge these together in a little bit. Oops. Yank. Watch this. Liquify. Like the the meme. Womp. Look at that. I just think it's really funny to play with. There. There, I fixed it, guys. Yank, yank. Okay, so also here's another nice thing about keeping your layers in check is I wanted to put like some hair on that side. So all I had to do was just make a layer underneath that, you know? Without me having to worry about clipping or whatever. Or like drawing over some parts. Like that. And there. Yeah. I guess to people who feel like Rain Becca, the secret, you know, if your drawing sucks and you feel like it sucks, it is what it is. You gotta keep going so that it doesn't suck. You know? Only you can make it not stinky. So you gotta keep at it. Push through it, sadly. There's no other way other than to push through it. There. Because only you could see what the artwork could be, you know? So gotta keep trying. There. There you go. Perfect. There. Is that the head? Yes. And then you. Traditional head liquefy. That'd be so funny. Yeah, if they did. There, I'm gonna copy paste these. Then paste face. Probably make it multiply. And erase yes. And okay. Gonna make that in color like that. Let's see. Yeah. There. Then actually, since Rainbecca's here, what eye color do you want it to be? Let me know. What eye color would you want for her? Do tell. There. Okay. So let's see. Guess I'm gonna adjust the hands a little bit as well. So while I wait for her response, I'll talk about another piece of advice here. Is to ooh. Oh, the character has heterochromia. One green, one bluish green. Ooh. Okay, I'll do that first then. Blue. Oh, wait, one green. Okay, let me do that. Green. And one bluish green. Like some teal. There you go. That's really nice, actually. Nice color choices. So over here, I'm gonna add some like dark green. And for this one, I'm gonna add some dark blue. Just like that. And this one, I'm gonna add some green yellow. And for this one, I'm gonna add some bright green. Like that. Then, boop. You know what? I'll merge it. Like that. And watch this. Wow. Pretty eyes. Like that. Highlights. Then, gonna make her eyelashes a lot darker. Yeah, that's thanks for letting me know, Rainbecca. Yank, yank. Oh, let's see. Pinkish red. Oh, let's see. Which one should I get rid of, actually? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do like coloring eyes. Yeah, which one should I change, Renbecca? Renbecca. Should I change the blue to like red? Or the other eye? Oh, teal. Okay, change the teal to red. Okay, sure. 1 second. Color. Like that. There we go. So I use the color layer to adjust it. And then okay, I'm gonna change this to orange. I'm gonna change the dark part to purple. Like that. There you go. Metachromia. So yeah, I just use the color layer to change it. Adjust it. There you go. And also, maybe I'm gonna touch it up a little bit more. With some purple. There. Yeah, exactly. Highlights really do make them feel a lot more alive, for sure. There. And then here's another piece of advice, you know, like you could leave the skin color like this is totally fine. But what I like to do is add a multiply layer and add like some pinks, you know, like subtle pink. Like that. For like some blushies. Maybe airbrush is better. There. And then for lips, I'm gonna use the airbrush underneath. Just like that. Like a cute color for the lips. I don't want it to be makeup heavy. Like maybe a lot more natural color. Right there. And then merch. Yeah. And here's my advice that I wanted to give is when you draw the body, try to make sure you draw it simple first. You know, like don't draw like this. Like a lot of people, they draw like the detail like that, and then they draw the clothes, like the necklace. It gets really confusing. So what I suggest, you know, as always, is to start with like a simple base like this, like always, so that you can make sure that everything is right from the very beginning. And it's a lot easier to manage, you know. And then, you know, like I said earlier, draw the face first, like that. And then you draw, that's when you draw the details. Like for example, like her flowers, the shape of her hair, and her clothes. So that's how you should start. You know, start with the big shapes first, and then you figure it out. So that's advice number 1. And advice number 2 is, I spam this a lot in classes, but think of a cube. Because, a cube has the top, has the front, has the right side, has the bottom, has the back side, and then the left side. So in this one, if I pretend like the head is in like an invisible box, I could see the left side, I could see the front side. And so for the hand, you could see that for this one you see a lot of the top, and then you don't really see the left side. But in reality, in this perspective, you'd actually see the right side more. So let me adjust that. Technically, I'm just gonna paste this. Cut, paste. But I'm gonna draw it down here. Just gonna start off with red. And then there. Technically, like she has the right idea. Rainbecca had the right idea. It just needs to be adjusted a little bit more. It'll be like something like this. You see more of the right side, like that. So now you have the pinky, ring finger, middle, and then her pointer, then like that. So here's like a quick adjustment of it. There. So I'll show you like a comparison. So here's before, right? You see a lot of the top, but not enough of the right side. But this one, that's after. You see a lot more of the right side compared to the left side. Or the top side. Then, let me change the color. Okay, so it's red at the bottom. So now I'm gonna do some orange. Oh wow. That's it? Okay, maybe overlay? Nah. Dang. Yeah, you know what? I'll do it manually actually. So I'm gonna color this. Yeah. There. So maybe I'll make it vibrant. Orange. Yellow. What time is it? Green. It's actually almost time. Oh my gosh. Green. Blue. And then purple. Maybe I'll extend it a little bit. I really like this drawing, so I really like your drawing and I kind of want to work on it a little bit more. It's really cute. There. Green. Maybe an extra like 10 minutes. I'll go with like maybe 35. I'll go at 35. There. Okay. 35 tops. There. And you stop thinking of you. I watch the moon. It's always nice to know you. I'll be moving on. And then I guess I erased the folds. So for folds, Rainbecca, like you don't have to make it too, I guess, what's the word? Let me look for the original as like a comparison. It's really apparent, and it takes a little bit of practice. But you could think of the body parts as a shape, because you know how like I like to compare it. The arm is kind of like a cylinder, right? It's kind of round. So now when I shade it, I'm gonna add like a little bit of a round fold. That. And same thing with here. And I'm gonna make it round here, like that. And I'm making it a lot more subtle, like it doesn't have to be super obvious. And then same thing with here. You know, the body's a little bit more round. So like that. And there. To learn and reciprocate. How much can be expected of it? Yeah, I think a little bit more subtle. Made, unmade, just can't call spade a spade. I watch the moon, let it on my mood. Stop thinking of you. Okay, this is probably my last thing that I'll do. I don't want to hold you guys for too long, but when you're doing a gradient like this, like it's really nice as a setup. It's very colorful, but try to follow the rhythm. So like you see the fur, it's like going downwards, right? So instead of stopping there, you know, instead of stopping at like making it horizontal like this, make it go downward because that's the direction that the fur is going in. So like that. And the same thing for the feathers. It's a really simple thing to do, but it adds a lot. It's always nice to know you are moving on. And I'll do the same for the feathers. This one will take 5 million years, honestly, but it's worth it. Look at that. Just like a little bit of rhythm so that it's not just random. It's kind of like a smudge tool, but you could use the airbrush. There you go. There. And I just realized, now that I'm reading Vince's comment, I'm doing the thing where I make up my own lyrics. That was totally not the lyrics. It's like, oh right. I do that. I make up my own lyrics because my brain. Pretend I didn't say that. There you go. But yeah, I guess you could see the comparison, right? Like, look at the left wings, and then on the other side, you know? Yank, yank. There you go. What time is it? Wow. Yeah, so I guess this is... I don't want to hold you guys for too long, but this is what I got. So we have... Well, actually, hold on. The hair. Oh my gosh. I gotta fix the hair. Thank you. There. Till I rot away, dead and buried. Till I casket you carry. Na, 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 na. There. Yes, it was always you. There you go. So here's the before and then after. Wow. So I guess I'll put them side by side. Nothing left to lose but my baby. Bird of feather. There. Oh, oops. We stick together. I said I never. Oh, it's because it's on the same layer. Oops. Forever it's even better. But I don't know why I'm crying for. Yeah, I'm lazy, so I will merge this together real quick. Joink, joink. Okay. I don't think I could. Oh, right. Cut these all together, or cut these apart. But yeah, here's the before, and it's after. You know, like it's not that much of a change, but it could really help. You know, that's all it takes. Yeah. And it's not that you're that far off, honestly. Like, that's what I wanted to show with this stream, is that you don't really need, like, mega changes, you know? Like, you don't need to, like, oh, I gotta spend 30 hours studying something. I wanted to show that you just need, like, a little bit, you know? Like, maybe for this one, for example, try paying attention to the shapes a little bit more, you know? Like, instead of having the feathers be just like a straight gradient, maybe have like a rhythm to it, like this. Or in this one, instead of having it be like really smooth, maybe you could have like a little bit of bumps and cracks and details, like that. And for this one, maybe you could just add like a simple background. You know, it doesn't have to be like super mega complicated. It's literally just the sky and like a curtain in the window. So that's all it takes. You don't need to be super mega like study mode. Just try it out. Just try out the ideas that fit in. But yeah, again, for the people who came in, I want to remind everybody that we're not just a YouTube channel. We're also an art school, a school of illustration specifically. So if you want to study in classes with me, with Jesse, with Josh, with Faye, and Arunia, you know, we have some talented instructors. Go check out our site, you know, if you want to study. And if you want to have if you want to support us, you could do so on Patreon or YouTube. For YouTube, you get perks like behind the scenes looks in our videos, you know, before they come out. And for Discord perks, you get to chat with our instructors, and we do stuff like draw overs if that's something you're interested in. But just watching our streams is more than enough, honestly. So we really appreciate everybody in chat, everybody who watches our videos, and again, I hope you guys have a really nice Valentine's, and that's it. So any last words from chat? What does chat have to say? Let me see. A lot of stuff at the end there. Yeah. Bye, Lycan. Don't eat garlic. But I love garlic though. I love cooking with garlic. It's so nice. But yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone. Hope you guys have a nice weekend. Until next time. Bye bye.